Hey now, what's up? 3x5 with Steve Bennett. I'm Steve Bennett, home from a little family vacation in Erie, Pennsylvania. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves, who are currently kicking the crap out of the Yankees on Max Fried Day. 10th episode. We've been doing 10 of these, which is perfect because I think 10 people watched last week. So hopefully all 10 of you are back for the 10th show. With you 3 lists, one in pop culture, one in sports, and one in wrestling. Make sure that you like and follow and click the bell and all that YouTube stuff. Please do it. Thanks to North South Connection for having me. Let's get started. We're going to roll first with pop culture. And my list today, I was thinking about this on vacation, is top 5 burger joints. Now, I left out anything that's like a restaurant. If someone is taking your order, wasn't eligible for the list. Also, I should say that there's a lot of regional burger places that get a ton of love that I've never had. I've never had Culver's. I've never had In-N-Out. I've never had Whataburger. So those could easily be on the list. I've just never had them. I spent most of my life on the East Coast. And the times I've been out west, I guess I missed In-N-Out Burger. In the Midwest, I missed Culver's. So here it is, top 5 fast food cheeseburgers you can buy out there. Number 5, our good friends at Sonic. Now, I use this picture because in the background, I want you to focus on the cup there. This burger is on the list because of that ice. That if there was an ice list, top 5 ice, that would be number 1. They have the best ice in the world. I don't know where they get that ice. I want that ice. Chick-fil-A also has great ice, but of course that's chicken, not burgers. This ice has boosted the burger because sometimes I will go there to get that burger because I want that ice. Also, they have a fantastic drink selection. I first had this in Oklahoma. It opened in Buffalo recently. And the very first time I went there, the poor girl carrying about $50 in food fell on her roller skates and it went all over. And it was hilarious and sad at the same time. But Sonic, decent burger, amazing ice, good enough to get you number 5 on my list. Number 4, this is just, I grew up on Burger King as a kid. My dad worked at Pepsi, and when I was a kid growing up, Burger King was a Pepsi account, and I would much rather go to Burger King and get the double cheeseburger there with a Pepsi than go to McDonald's and get a Coke. Now they both have Coke, but I grew up on the flame grilled, do it your way Burger King, the double cheeseburger. I could eat 10 of those probably. I don't know. By the way, I didn't control the pictures. I get a plain cheeseburger, plain cheese in a burger. I don't need pickles or ketchup or any of that other thing. So don't give me that. But I grew up on Burger King, and still once every 4 or 5 months, I drive through to get a double cheeseburger plain, and I eat it in 3 bites and then feel disgusted for the rest of the week, which is kind of what you want from fast food, right? Like you want to be disgusted with yourself for eating it. And I think Burger King accomplishes that pretty well. All right, up next at number 3 is the Wendy's double cheeseburger. Now, it's a very good burger. It tastes very good, okay? It's a nice bun. It's a nice burger, but it's too much money. I like the square. It could be higher in terms of quality, but fast food, I know in 2023, like everything's expensive now, so I actually have been on record saying we have to get rid of the word expensive because I don't know what it means anymore. Everything is a lot of money. So what is expensive? I'm not really sure. I know my producer thinks pasta is expensive. His skin would curl at the prices at fast food places. And Wendy suffers from that. So I downgraded it a little bit, but it's still quality enough to get number 3. I heard they got rid of the Frosty, which blows my mind. I don't eat them anymore. But I mean, that was the only reason I wanted to go there as a kid. I can't imagine any kid's ever going to want to go there without Frosty. And they're going to lose everyone to my number 2. They invented the genre. It's McDonald's, the Golden Arches, several billion served at this point. I get the quarter pounder with cheese. We're going to show it here in a second. The double cheeseburger is a quality choice as well. What I like about the quarter pounder cheese is now in the app, they're usually giving one away. You got to do something and you get one for free, order something. I don't know. It comes up on deals on the app a lot. Quarter pounder with cheese, quality meal. Their fries are good, not as good as when they had the old oil. Also, they're inconsistent, right? They're kind of like, maybe like a Joe Flacco type. You might get Joe Flacco playoffs to the Super Bowl, or you might get Joe Flacco, 3-4 picks. Kirk Cousins, a night game. Oh, no. That's kind of how the fries are. That when they're on, they're great, but they're not always. But it's a quality burger there, and you can go both ways. I'll go double cheeseburger, or I'll go the quarter pounder. People are going to say, what about the Whopper? What about the Big Mac? I eat my stuff plain. So those burgers are just a lot of shit I would tell them not to put on. And in the end, I would just have the buns and the burger and the cheese. So I might as well go this route. I don't eat that special sauce that McDonald's makes or anything like that. Quality burgers there. Number one, and this is how much I love this burger. Number one is Five Guys. And their price is even more ridiculous than Wendy's. But it's still number one because it's just that good. It's the best burger. Plus, again, I am a cheese guy and cheese only. But like my wife can go there and get 31 toppings and it's the same price as mine. They're very generous with toppings there. It's like, what do you want? What do you want on your burger? I would like, 2/3 of the kitchen on the burger. No problem. Same price. Oh, I just want cheese. Okay. Same price. Cajun fries are good. The regular fries are good. Again, I want to be disgusted with myself. And at a Five Guys, you walk out, you can just see the grease pouring through the paper bag. I'm immediately disgusted. But the burger's amazing. The milkshakes are amazing. And also the pop machine's there. They got the touchscreen pop machine, and you can have like orange, cherry, vanilla Coke. It's like the little kid inside of me that used to put the cup under all the things just to cause a riot and then pretend I liked it even though it tasted like piss. I love that pop machine. And, that it always, do I want to get a milkshake? Do I get a burger? Usually I just get the pop because the milkshake and the burger is like you need a mortgage. But it's still an unbelievable burger. Top 5 fast food burgers, the first list this week. Pop Culture, sponsored by 3x5, I think. Oh, no, North South sponsors these. And we got number 5, go down to the Sonic. You get the nice ice. Number 4, the BK double cheeseburger. I was raised on that. Number 3, the Wendy's double. Again, price out of control. Number 2, McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese or the double cheeseburger. Take your pick. And number 1, Five Guys. What a burger. Just a stud of a burger. But please, please, can we get a reasonable price for a burger? It's like taking student loans out to get one of those. All right, number 2, we'll do wrestling. 24-inch podcast sponsors those. Hollywood, Florida, Dave Rowlands, Paula Bennett, and myself host that one. We got a new episode coming soon, and I believe we're going to do SummerSlam 05 is next. All right, today we're going to do something I love, wrestling T-shirts. Top 5 wrestling T-shirts. Let's get it going. All right, number 5. Now, when I was looking to decide what John Cena T-shirt I wanted to pick, I realized I need to do a top 5 John Cena T-shirts list. So we'll do that 6 months or something if we haven't been canceled by then. But this NES 8-bit You Can't See Me T-shirt, what a glorious wrestling T-shirt. Just beautiful. Everything you could want in a T-shirt. It's got Cena. It's got nostalgia. It's a beautiful shirt. A play on the pro wrestling game, which the way I would always win is I would knock my opponent outside, then I'd knock him down again and sneak in the ring before him. Like, I think I won every match I ever won by count out. I don't think I ever pinned anyone, but fun game, great T-shirt. And coming soon, the John Cena T-shirt list. All right, number 4, the rest of these shirts are really iconic. Really, all 5 of these shirts are iconic. And number 4 starts the elite iconic run with Roddy Piper's Hot Rod shirt. You got to get the red rings around the collar and the sleeve too. But just look at that. I mean, that screams wrestling. I mean, how is it number 4? Well, there's 3 more incredibly historic shirts ahead of it. But any of the next 4, if you gave me a list and said, this is number 1, I would say, okay, that's an iconic shirt. Beautifully done. What a list. Hot Rod, rest in peace. Great shirt. Number 3, Again, iconic. It has to be purple, though. I've seen many variations, different colors. I've seen orange ones, black ones, whatever. It's the Macho Man, the sunglasses shirt. Got to be purple. Got to be purple. Iconic shirt. And I've seen more and more the last few years, too. And I love when I'm out about town in the real world and I see someone wearing that shirt. I just know they like cool wrestling. You know, I know that I could sit down with them and have a 20-minute conversation about WrestleMania 3. Or they're like those people that buy the Metallica shirts at Kohl's. I don't know. One of the two. Either way, I love this shirt. It's a beauty. Number 2, it's hard for me to put it 2, but I got to be fair. The classic Hulkamania shirt is number 2. You can go red or yellow here. When I was a kid, I didn't like yellow shirts, so I got red with yellow writing. I think the yellow one is a little bit more iconic, though. But you can go either way. I have no problem with it. You know, a beautiful shirt. I also like the Hulk Rules shirts. That could have been on the list, but this is the iconic one. And it would be number 1, if not for the greatest wrestling shirt of all time. I think I've mentioned it before. The Austin 316 shirt. I mean, it's just perfection. It's perfection. It's the best wrestling shirt of all time. Now, I prefer blank back. I don't mind the blue skull if I have to, but those are the only 2 I would buy. I just prefer the classic Austin 316 in white, real simple, you know, nothing on the back. Again, the blue skull is fine if need be. But it was obviously born at the King of the Ring when he said the famous line that Austin 316 says, "I just whooped your ass." And it grew into the highest selling wrestling shirt of all time. And it's number 1 on my list. I think undisputed number 1. Again, I wouldn't have a problem if your list had one of the other 3 that we mentioned as iconic at 1. But to me, this is the top dog. And that's even as a Hogan fan. Although I love Austin too. Like when I fill out the greatest wrestler ever sheets for North-South Connection or Place to Be Nation, whoever's in charge of that, 1 and 2 is filled out automatically. Hulk and Austin. They're 1 and 2 in some order, in my opinion. I go Hulk first. Ryan goes Austin. I get it. That's fine. I mean, those are the top 2. All right, that's it for the wrestling list today. Shout out to my main man, Hollywood Dave Rollins. Of course, now we had to dock him. He's Hollywood, Florida Rollins. The guy's taking a turn to the dark side. Instead of action films, he's got romance comedies this summer. Hopefully we can get him back for the fall. All right, let's do the top 5 things that people say during NFL training camps. Top 5 tropes. You hear these things every year about all these players, and then September comes and the games start. And you're like, what happened to what you said all August? It was bullshit. Here we go. Let's run them down. The top 5 here. All right, number 5, and this is brutal. The former draft bust is ready for a breakout. This is the year, and I'm hearing it in New Orleans with Peyton Turner. Peyton Turner's absolutely sucked. He's been useless. He's barely out. Last year he was healthy for the last half of the season. He was a healthy scratch. No, this is the year. Listen, he might have been a bust so far his whole career, but this year he's going to turn the corner. No, they never do. If you're a bust, you're a bust. Peyton Turner's a bust. And so are all the people in your camp that your beat reporters are trying to say this is their year. It's not. Number 4, this injury-prone star has added muscle, and he's ready for the year. He's not going to get injured this year. Michael Thomas, he's healed his feet. He's bulked them up. He did lots of feet exercises. And even though he's only played like 6 games in the last 2 years, oh, baby, I can tell already in camp he's going to be huge. He might be injury prone, but he was in the gym. He worked out hard, and he's added muscle. And that muscle is going to protect him from injury until it's week 3, and he's questionable. And then he's questionable week 4 and 5 and 6. And then around week 9, they say he's on IR. So get out of here with that. All right, number 3, things they say during training camp that you know are bullshit. This new free agent that you signed is a great fit in the new offense. Well, of course he better be. I mean, otherwise, why did you sign him as a free agent? Like, has anyone gone out, like has Kyle Shanahan been like, you know what? We got some free agent money to sign. I want to add a running back. Let's get someone that would be terrible in my system. What if we got a running back who is like Bettis, just 3 yards in a cloud of dust? Because that would be great in my West Coast offense that I run here. No, they sign free agents because they think they're going to come into the building and they're going to, fit great. Drew Brees fit into Sean Payton's system. Reggie White fit into whatever system they had in Green Bay when he signed there. Hopefully Derek Carr is going to fit into Pete Carmichael's system. Whatever free agent your team signed, when it's worked out, it's because they got it right. They got this trope right. But I've never heard anyone say, yeah, we signed a guy. He's shit in the system, but we still think we can make it work. Get out of here with that one. All right, top 2. Now we're really getting good. Oh, I love this one. Player steps up to the mic. It's with the media. And he's like, yeah, I really like what we got in this locker room. I think we got a Super Bowl roster in there. We got 90 guys right now. We're going to have to cut down to 50. And you watch, 31 of those guys are going to sign deals because we got a Super Bowl team in this locker room. It's like, well, buddy, you play for Houston. Yep, I know, but I think we got it. I think we got a Super Bowl roster. And then it starts to build in the fan bases. And then the media. And then all of a sudden, you got the Lions are going to be the Super Bowl champions this year, even though they've won like one playoff game since Lincoln was president. So we get a little excited about teams, and it's sort of like spring training in baseball, right? Everyone's 0-0. Optimism is more fun than pessimism. And look, I'll be fair. If you can't be optimistic during training camp, you're going to have a miserable existence as a fan. So I get it. And I get the need. I'm the same way. I'm like, the Saints 53 right now. It's a great 53. If Derek Carr can be good, if Mike Thomas can stay healthy, if Alvin Kamara can bounce back, if Trevor Penning is a beast, we got a Super Bowl team. But every team says it. So all 32 aren't going to win the Super Bowl. Calm down. Number 1, the biggest of all training camp tropes. You hear it every single year about multiple players. Player X is in the best shape of his life. Oh, man. Last year, he wasn't a true professional. He was in shit shape, but he's matured. And did he ever hit that gym? And he is in the best shape of his life. We see him at Kirkwood every day in camp. Back with the 90 Bills, Gal Gilbert. He might pass Jim Kelly. You should see this guy out there. They're in the best shape of their life. Every NFL player is in the best shape of their life in August. Okay? They look at. If this is all you got, to get hyped about a player is that he's in the best shape of his life, you're going to be disappointed because I'm going to tell you something. All these dudes are in really, really good shape. Right? And the ones who aren't, they're going to be cut sooner than later. They're all in good shape. They're all probably in the best shape of their life. And I don't know that gives any one of them an advantage over any of the others. So I'm more interested when I hear someone say that guy's not in great shape. Like we saw with Eddie Lacy one year. They had that fat photo of him. And then sure enough, he sucked that year. I like to hear that. Give me a reporter with some balls who's like, look, I've been out to camp. This guy looks fat. I seen the picture today of Kyler Murray, who I love, a great OU Heisman winner. I want the best for Kyler, but he looks fat to me. He needs to get into better shape. He needs to get onto this list, the best shape of his life list, which is usually all 90 guys at camp. All right, that's it. The top 5 sportscasters, NFL preseason tropes. This former draft bust is ready to break out. Our injury-prone star has added muscle, and he's ready for the season. Our new free agent is a great fit in our offense or defense. The Super Bowl team, this team really has what it takes to win the Super Bowl, even if we're Houston. And he's in the best shape of his life. What a thing to say in August. All right, that's it for today. I want to mention 2 quick things. First, I want to mention a book. It's called Wingmen. All right, it's the unlikely, unusual, unbreakable friendship between John Glenn and Ted Williams. And my friend wrote it, Adam Lazarus. And this came in the mail today. I had the proof, and today I got the final copy, which has the pictures and everything like that. It comes out in a couple weeks. it's a great story about baseball and being American and leaving your dreams to fight the war and friendship. And it's really a beautiful book. And Adam is going to be on 3x5, and we're going to do top 5 defensive plays of all time. We're going to each make a list. But please pre-order this book. It's hot on Amazon. I'm really proud of Adam. It's in the top 5 sports books, or at least for football. It's doing really well. It's going to be out soon. Actually, the August 22nd. It's on sale. Wingman, check that out. And then one more thing I want to mention for the sportscasters. Recently, we had Field Yates and we had Aaron Schatz on the program. Check that out. We also had Fred Mangione, the former COO of the Brooklyn Nets and an executive for the New York Jets, who told great stories. Check that out. And next time you hear my voice, the newest podcast up will include an interview with this guy, one of the GOATs, Joe Pisnansky. He's got a sequel to the awesome book, The Baseball 100. It's called Why We Love Baseball, A History in 50 Moments. I talked to Joe on Thursday the 17th, and then it'll be up. And I can't wait for you guys to hear it. As always, love having Joe on. And check this book out, which is out September 5th. So I wanted to mention those things. I wanted to thank everyone for checking out 3x5. If you have a suggestion for a list you want me to do, put it in the comments. I'd be glad to do it. Anything you think would be fun for me to rant on for a few minutes, throw it in the comments. I'll try it out. In the meantime, I want to thank Mr. Robert Mancini for his time as the coach of the Italian national team. We have a trophy in our trophy case we would have never had without you. God bless in Saudi Arabia if that's where you go. And hopefully Spalletti is the new coach of the Azzurri next time. All right, I'm out of time. I got to go. 3x5 with Steve Bennett. I'm out.